All right, welcome back, web designers. You guys are web designers by this time. You're moving right along. Your professional bio is looking beautiful, a whole lot better than mine. Maybe an image, totally up to you. We need to work on our experience page now. This is where I get a lot of questions. So let's go ahead and dive in and kind of see what we need to do. I'm going to jump back to my professional bio page here, go back to my editor, and let's take a look at my directions. And here it says, first of all, I need to create a nice looking title placed at the top of the page so viewers know exactly what to expect. All right, that's pretty easy, but let me show you how we can borrow something. We got to be on our experience page. We're on our professional biography, obviously, but we're going to go ahead and copy that right there. I'm going to jump to our experience page, and I'm going to click here, and I'm going to choose paste, that option right there, and it puts professional biography right there. But obviously, this is our experience page. Now I'm going to keep the P so that way it keeps the type font that I used. And once I get done typing experience, I like to then go back and get rid of that P. Sometimes it works good, sometimes it does take away the format of that. I'm going to highlight that and maybe drag this down a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and click off of it, click back on it to move that to the center. And I got the pink line there that centers it up. And I'm going to drag this down just for demonstration purposes. I'm going to preview this, and when you are on your professional bio page, you can see that the title is there. If I go to experience, you can see that it's down here. You want those to be on the same plane. Well, how do you do it? Let's go back to our editor. I do have my ruler guides on, and that's as simple as turning your ruler guide on there. I'm then going to come over here to my vertical plane, and I'm just going to click somewhere. Now that I've clicked somewhere, I can now click on this and drag this up or down, and I'm going to put this as close as I can right underneath professional biography. I'm going to now go to my experience page. My line is still there. I'm going to keep it centered left and right, but bring that experience right to that line as best as I can. All right, so if it's not right there, our eyes will not be able to see that. Now I can go over here and I can just double click on that to get rid of that line. Let's take a preview now. Professional bio, it's right on that same horizontal line there. Nice and looking good. So wherever yours is at, you want to think about that from page to page. Page titles, you want those on the same plane. Well, actually, let's go back to our experience page. Let's go back to our editor. All right, now that we have the title done, what else do we need? Employers want to see experience. Yes, they do. And a lot of us are probably thinking, well, Mr. Lang, I don't have any experience in the field that I want to be in someday. I know I want to do it, but I just don't have any experience in it. Well, what we can do for right now is include any of those papers or documents that you've completed, maybe in your high school career and even your college career, that could work towards that actual degree or that field that you want to work in. Some documents that you created in this class, hint, hint, that you may want to put on here to kind of show your employers what you can do with different office software, your Excel documents, your Access, your presentations, your PowerPoints, and your Word documents and stuff. Do you have to? No, those are just suggestions. If you have other big research projects that you've done in the past, I suggest to put those in your actual experience page. For those of you that do work in the field, include that information as well. Put, just write a little bit. You may not have pictures, you may not have any documents, but just go ahead and tell your viewers a little bit about what that work experience was all about. And if you have any video, some of you have video of you working maybe in that field, or maybe a video of what you want to do. I can show you how to incorporate that as well. So first of all, we need to include a complete description of the projects that you have worked on. Keywords, complete descriptions in a well-written college level writing. So coming back to our Wix editor here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to my professional bio page, and I'm going to borrow this here. I'm just going to do a Control-C. You could go to here, but you can also use Control-C. I'm going to go to my experience page, and I'm going to paste that. So that way I can use the same text styles that I've already created on that page. And I'm just going to go back up and change this. Include, now you guys are going to type a very descriptive, where am I at? Descriptive description of what your viewers will see when they open up maybe the PDF document or something like that. I'm going to show you how to put a PDF document below. Now, once again, if you, well, I'll come back to that here in a second. So let's go ahead and start that. I'm going to take that little eye out of there that I kept my format with, maybe stretch that out a little bit, whatever it is that you want to do. So here it is. You've got a good description of a project that you've worked on. Let's say you worked on a great, you did a great research paper, and here it is. Here's my PDF example in a Word document. You don't want to put a Word document. Not everybody has Microsoft Word on their computer. Maybe you have a great Excel document. Not everybody has Excel or Access. What you want to do is load those programs up first, and then do a File, Save As. And I'm going to save this to my desktop for simplicities, and I'm just going to keep it as a PDF example because that's what I'm showing you guys. And I clicked on the Save As type, and I'm going to change that to PDF, and I'm going to choose Save. And right now it is actually working on creating it into a PDF. And if people do not have an Adobe Reader, they can download that free off the internet. And I'm going to go ahead and choose Close to that. I'm going to minimize that. And actually, it's on my desktop now. So let's go ahead and make a button that will open up that document. Add, Buttons and Menus. A button now, not a menu, but just one button, and put it down there. I'm going to drag it to where I want it. You guys can kind of put that wherever you wish. You can kind of see that snap to fit, kind of puts it right in the middle there, or I can bring it to the left, whatever it is. You can see the snap to fit there. And I'm going to go ahead and click on that and choose Settings. All right, and I'm going to change this to PDF example, but you guys are going to change this to the title of your document that you are going to link it to. And I'm going to click and Add Link. You can do different web addresses, email, top of the page, anchor it to different places in the page, page bottom, a document, or another page in your website itself. Link it to other pages right there. So it's kind of cool with all those things that you can do with buttons. But in my case, I want a document. And I'm going to choose a document. And I have a lot of documents that I uploaded already, a lot of PDFs, but I need to upload this one that I gave you an example. And I'm on my desktop, and I'm going to go ahead and choose PDF example, and it's going to upload that. It takes a second. But once it does, I can double click that and then choose OK. All right, and then I can do all sorts of different stuff with the actual text alignment. Do I want it centered, right aligned? Centered is by default. You can play around with that. You can even add animations to it. All right, but once again, don't get too crazy with those animations. You want to keep this somewhat professional. And then you have it here. Now, another tip that I have, see the P and the E, they're right on those borders. I'm going to drag this out, give it a little bit of padding in front and behind it. So now that I have that, don't forget, you guys, I should have probably showed you this too. You can obviously change the style of your button. You can change all these different styles, all these different buttons that you can choose from and stuff like that. Change the colors and stuff like that and play around with that as well. So you can see that, well, that didn't work out so well. Actually, I want to go back to my previous one. Sorry about all this, you guys. All right, and I think I really like this option there, me personally. And so I can see my document there. If I change any of the colors, let's preview that. Let's see if it worked. PDF example, and yes, it did open up my PDF. All right, so then viewers can see that via PDF. You don't want to have them open it up as a Word document. All right, so I've got that going now. What I want to show you now is if you wanted to add a YouTube video. So I'm going to go back to my editor. And if you do not know how to upload things on YouTube, you can watch YouTube. There's all sorts of tutorials of how to make a channel and this and that. But obviously, I have a lot of our tutorials on there. So I chose our last tutorial of showing you how to do it. And down below, you have a share option. I'm going to click that share option. And right there is an address to this. So I'm going to highlight that. And I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose copy that. Now I'm back in my editor, and I'm going to add media, a video. And by default, it puts in their Wix video. Why wouldn't they? They want to market their products, so their Wix video. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to go to Settings. And I'm going to take their YouTube video out, and I'm going to Control V, or you could right click and paste, but I Control V to paste that in there. Make sure you update your video. Now there's other options as well. You can autoplay it. You can keep looping it to keep going and going and going. All sorts of different things that you can choose. I'm going to try autoplay. Let's see what that does. All right, and close that. And close that. I'm going to hit Save first. And then Preview. See if it works. And it does. You can see that it's playing. You probably can't hear it, but actually it is playing. If I scroll down, you can see that I can scrub through it and all that good stuff. So there's my video that I have on my experience page. Do you need video? No, you don't. Kind of cool, but totally up to you, totally optional. It is nice though. You know, maybe employers would want to see some of the video of the experience that you have. So keep those in mind. You guys have video devices all around you. Your phone, your this and that. Ask your coworkers to maybe shoot some video. Maybe have some projects that you're doing. That Moda project that you guys do, some of us do in fashion. Amazing things. Get those videos. Show that experience on here. It's very important, I believe. Now that's just me personally, so others may not agree, but that's fine. That's a choice that you have. So on your experience page, don't forget to continue to have other descriptions of work experience. You may not have PDF documents. You may not have links to other things, but go ahead and put other things. Be very descriptive of what you've done and really show off. Again, bolster the things that you've done so that your employers can see that. And I hope throughout, even when you're done with this class, my goal is to have you guys use this to maybe gain employment, not maybe, but to gain employment. So continue to update your experience page. This stuff is pretty easy to do on Wix. Continue to update that. So, all right, you guys, that's a little tutorial about that. We need to knock out our resume, and I'll be with you in just a second to show you that.